Today we'll be talking about the blockchain technology. We'll be delving deeper into it. We have talked about it subsequently, but some persons have not been able to really grasp what the meaning behind the blockchain or the difference between the blockchain itself and cryptocurrency. So we'll be giving a little bit of more insight into blockchain, talking about its relationship with cryptocurrency, and then also how other technologies have been springing up as a result of the blockchain existence. And the blockchain technology has become a very, very broad industry as there are several blockchain platforms presently created having different purposes. Essentially, the blockchain platform assists us in creating applications which implement the concept of blockchain, which is the ability to allow secured transaction between two parties through the use of cryptography. Now, this was said in our earlier lesson. Now, not every person or every company has either the resources or the time to develop their own blockchain technology or their own blockchain network from scratch. And then a lot of companies leverage their blockchain platform developed by technology giants so as to enable a faster and easier application development. Now, because a lot of persons don't have the resources, they don't have the capacity, they don't have the maybe technical skill and time to create their own blockchain platform. What they do is that they get already established blockchain platform, which was what we were seeing in our previous lesson on tokens, and then they now create whatever it is they want to create using those blockchain platforms. Now, let me give a quick picture on how the blockchain works. Now, the blockchain works in this manner. When a person requests for transaction, the transaction is broadcasted to the peer-to-peer network, which is made up of various computers known as nodes, and these nodes are interlooped. Now, the network of nodes validates the transaction, ensure that it is a valid transaction, and also the user status using a known form of algorithm. So it uses an algorithm to validate the nodes and validate the user status, ensuring that this person is on this chain, this person is transacting this particular business or this particular amount, this person is giving his consent to it. Now, the validated transaction consists of various forms. It consists of cryptocurrencies or smart contracts. At the end of them, now smart contracts are contracts created for token initiation. You understand? So for tokens to work, they need smart contracts to run on, and they have their set rules and regulations. And once the transaction is validated, it becomes completed. So once the transaction is initiated by the user, the nodes, the network of nodes, network of computer nodes validate the transaction and also check the user status. And then once they validate it through the algorithm they're using, the blockchain is using, and it is said to be valid, then we will know that whatever transaction is going on in the blockchain should be either cryptocurrency transactions or smart contract transactions, be it as it may. All these transactions, however it may be, must be validated. And once the transaction is validated, it becomes completed. So the transaction becomes complete, then there cannot be movement of whatever value from one end to another through the form of cryptography. Cryptography, as we said in our first or second lesson, is simply the form of encrypting a particular information and then making sure that it's only this party. You only ensure that it's one party that you are sending it to that is able to decrypt what you have encrypted. So you're encrypting a particular information meant for another party and ensure that it's only that party that is able to decrypt that information or is able to get access to the information. Other people might see it, but it's just that party that can gain access. That is how the blockchain works, and that's why I would say it actually works for security. Now, as I said, once the transaction has been validated through the form of algorithms, using the computer, the nodes, network of nodes, it becomes a completed transaction. Now, as stated in our earlier lessons also, once the transaction is successful, once it's completed, or once it takes place successfully, a block is created for it, and that block is then linked to the existing blockchain. Now, I've told you earlier that the blockchain is made of what? Various blocks. And that block consists of various transactions. So that is how it is. Each block consists of different transactions pulled together, and the whole blockchain system consists of these blocks interlinked. So there's always a link from one block to another, from one block to another, and that is why it's called a blockchain. And once there's anything disrupting this block, it affects and corrupts the whole system. Now, let me give you some examples of these blockchain platforms again. For those of us that didn't listen properly, I called a very few in our last lesson. We have the Ethereum blockchain, we have the Binance Smart Chain, that is BSC, then we have the Binance Chain, which is Web2, we have the Tron network, we have Tezos, we have the Ripple, we have Stellar, we have EOS, we have Solana Chain, we have Multi-Chain, we have the Cardano Chain, we also have Polygon Chain. Also, we also have the Polygon chain. I call it the Matic network. Now, the list is fast becoming endless because a lot of chains are also getting added. A lot of blockchains are being developed. And one thing with the blockchain technology that is fast expanding due to the massive financial gains a lot of persons have been able to get from the blockchain technology system through cryptocurrency, which is fast growing, and the blockchain technology is becoming widely accepted also all around the globe. With cryptocurrency, I told you blockchain technology can do beyond cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is just one of the very many things the blockchain technology can be used to achieve. And cryptocurrency, which is one of the most successful use case of the blockchain technology, is making the blockchain also to become widely accepted. Many persons are taking blockchain technology to the next level, and a lot of cryptocurrency are fast springing up as more innovations are being created to accommodate them and also make integration and adoption of these digital assets faster and then also easier. Now, this brings us to what we'll be talking about in our next lesson. The latest development has been the adaptation of tokens through the use of smart contract. I've been mentioning this even in this lesson. I've mentioned it earlier and also in our previous lesson. The use of smart contract on various blockchain platforms. Now, why was smart contract introduced, or why was it accepted? Now, due to the high technological and financial requirements, major blockchain platforms have made it easier for individuals or for some corporate organizations who are unable to afford the cost of owning or establishing or developing a standalone blockchain technology to get their own coin, to be able to use the already created blockchain networks of these platforms to create their own token. So what this blockchain network, already established blockchain network, does is that they establish a kind of standard. We call it a smart contract standard, a token standard, where it now makes it possible for people to be able to create coin, but this time will not be called coin or tokens, using smart contract calls, using smart contract adaptation. So some example are the ERC20, the TRC20, the BEP20, the BEP2 token standard. These are token standards that are initiated or used on various blockchain platforms, and this token standard allows for the implementation of smart contracts on this blockchain platform. Now, for the ERC20, it's a token standard for the Ethereum, and it allows for anyone that wants to create a coin, but this time we call it a token, that does not have the resources or the skill set to make his own blockchain network for that, can come and then use the ERC20 to create a smart contract and make a token smart contract, which will also bring profits to them. Every of these token standards has laid down sets of rules that each token created or set up on them must adhere to before the token can be accepted and function properly. Why is it so? It's because if you go and create your token on let's say the BEP20 Smart Chain, which is the Binance Smart Chain, and you don't follow the set rules, your own token might not work the way it should due to one error or the other. So they set up a standard, and then when you are initiating your token contract on the chain, you have to follow the token standard, and this will now enable your token that you are initiating or creating on the Web20 to function properly. In some way, these token standards empower developers of all types to accurately predict how their newly created tokens will function within these blockchain systems. It simplifies the tasks set forth for developers as they can proceed with their work, knowing that each and every new project won't be redone every time a new token is. So they can use this standard to consistently produce new tokens without having to tweak anything or making it difficult for the developers on the blockchain technology. That is just what I'm trying to say in essence. In our next lessons, we'll be looking deeply into this token standard, into the tokens that have been created using this token standard. Do have a great time.
If you enjoyed the lessons, for any question, please go to the forum and enter in your questions, as our professionals will definitely give you the right answers. Bye bye.